Hey guys, it's Constance here with Charming Custom Crafts here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And this is the last day of CAM, celebrating August month. So this is also the last day for my designs and patterns journal books for my mom. This is volume 6 today, and the last of me pushing them on you. But they are graphic 45, and if you have not seen Time to Flourish, it is gorgeous. It is a 12-month series set with seasons and beautiful things that you would see during the seasons. Each month is different. They're beautiful colors. I'm a big fan of graphic 45. It's actually my favorite paper. Geez, hiccups. But I don't have, I mean, I have a lot compared to some, but there are about 5 more series that I would love to get my hands on. We'll see. Anyway, so this is November and December. If you've been following me, the prior 5 volumes are very similar. They all have the basic designs, and a lot of details are different. And that is because each month is different. There is Teresa Collins, Tim Holtz, Hot Off the Press, Graphic 45, EK, and Jolie's that I have incorporated into this. So I don't want to chit-chat too terribly long since I've done that quite a bit, and a lot of them. Oh, and Ranger. I have Ranger in it too. And Zetter. I use Zetter Bind It All for the binding. So here is the front of November. And again, if you guys have been following me, I used the leftover paper for the front, so it had a band on it to give it some pizzazz. Spirit fingers. Yeah, trust me, I know what that is. I danced and coached and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so here is the spine. It is by the used it by the Zinder, but the Zetter Bind It All. I used the black on all of them. And then, of course, I had leftover, actually I had a lot of leftover. I used metallic paper that I also used on October, which was in volume 5. So it's got designs and patterns in metallic paper, and then November and block black. I did use the Walmart texture paper. It's 48 for $5. It's for convenience at the also because it's really good paper. I'm a huge fan of it. Plus you can get straight black. They now have it, well, they have white. I got a lot of my white there too. Anyway, the designs here, the lettering were all used on my brother's Canon cut. You'll see black paper, color coordinating paper, and then craft paper. I did not do any more than the basic floral prints that came with it. I used the 24 pack of paper to where you get one solid color, and then you would get an additional paper where it's got tags and tickets and borders and journal cards and paper embellishments. And then I ordered the additional journal cards, the tags, the banners, the itty bitty pieces, and then the little pockets. So I'm going to get going here. This is the front. This is November. And of course you can see that I used the metallic paper, the black paper, the craft paper. The extra piece I had for the front of the album on the print for November. It's super pretty. I used the glossy accent by Ranger to cover, well, I kind of sponged it on. If you guys have been following me, if you haven't, go back and look at all of the 5. I used the glossy accents because of the fingers. When you're putting things on certain papers, you're going to see it. So to cover that up, ta-da, I come up with a great idea. I put the glossy accents on a plate, took a paper or plastic bag. Please make sure that if you're going to use this technique that the print is on the inside, and I sponged it on so you can't see it. Plus it also gives it some stability down on the lettering. I did use the Tim Holtz corners here. I used a jewelry pliers, needle nose to go down so it would stay tight around the edges, so you guys can see that. I did it again so you can see. I want to do it again here. What the hell? That one's sticking up a little bit more than I want. So we're going to start with the next page. The next page is the inside cover. And on the inside cover I have a little pocket here. It does have number 6 a stencil clip by Tim Holtz paper clip. And then here is the Teresa Collins matte gold pot dotted wording. It says meet me, because everybody meets up in November for a holiday season to start off. I took some scrap paper and some craft paper and put down in it. This is a pocket letter, but I did it to where it was more of a little like bookmark holder. But I also, when I do these, that I make sure it's not glued all the way down just to here, so that she can slide additional stuff behind it. Each one of the albums have picture pocket pages. She can put journals in it, she can put patterns in it, she can put pictures or stuff, vice versa, however she would like. Please note that all the filler papers are optional for her. It gives her reference, it gives her extra stuff that she can use. It's obviously by her choice. So now you're going to have this journal card for the month of November, and it has Sunday through Saturday, and this beautiful, beautiful little cardinal. And I think those are chrysanthemums. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, correct me. I don't think they're chrysanthemums. I know what they are, but I can't think of the name. They may be. I don't know, ladies. Correct me. So it has, the stickers that I chose to do are the acorn pine cones here with just a little bit of detail. Each one of them is slightly different. This one has little pearl beads on it, and then you can see little tags here with a little bit of pine. Going into the holiday season, people are already shopping for Christmas. Each one of the pages has a Tim Holtz clip. I use 4 on each album or each journal. I use some extra craft paper, extra border paper, and extra coordinating paper to do like a belly band so she can slide in here. On the back I put a little journal tag, and I did it to where you can add down in there and it'll hold. I do have the hot off the press dazzles here to where it'll pop through some extra color, but just a little bit of pizzazz. You're going to open this up to the full page here, and of course at the end of every video that I do, I try to put pictures. So I have a page here that has another journal place. It says Autumn, the year's last loveliest smile by William Cullen Bryant. Up here I have a little bit of a border. It says live simply, laughed often, love much. These are the additional journal cards that I bought so that she can write on them. She can use them if she chooses to use them in a different way for recipe cards or whatnot. She can use them that way. I did use a lot of black, and this is what I tried to show you, that this is the Walmart paper. It has a nice texture. You can use the texture side or you can use the flat side. I took them in 4x12 sections. I scored it in the middle, so that makes a 4x6 flip, so that she can use them however she likes. If I get there and she don't like it that way, I will be more than happy to turn them into something for her. I did use, in reference for her, 5x7 sheets of craft paper, which I'm now completely out of besides scraps. For her, for a reference here, I believe it'll go 5x7. It'll probably go 5.5 by 7.5. The paper's gorgeous. This is Autumn is the Second Spring of Every Leaf of Flower by Albert Camus. They've got some, yeah, it is chrysanthemums. Hey, I got it right. Chrysanthemums. Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum. And then Tavis Astra, I guess, is the berries. But it worked. Hey, I got it. And then it's got some beautiful moss, and I just love these. Are gorgeous, and these little, I don't think they're sparrows. I probably get that wrong if I want to try. But I put a little journal tag here and I matted it. It says be thankful, and of course it's only up in the corner so that she can use it for a photo corner. I'm going to go ahead and put the tag on, because as soon as I finish the video and the pictures, I am going to move on and pack it, and it's going out tonight with the others. So here we go. Here is the next page, and again I have these little acorns. See, I did it again. Pine cones here with the little pearls, the little the little ribbon. Pardon me. I had dry mouth when I talk too much. This is a gold sheen, but they are pop dotted, which are really pretty. And again, you get this journal card came on the paper with all the, you know, tickets and the tags and the banners and the extra paper embellishments and the borders. So I have the border up here. One of the borders, it says every leaf speaks bliss to me, fluttering from autumn tree. Here is a 4x6. I tried to keep to the same theme of paper. It will hold bigger amounts if she would like. I have a pocket here, which I have a piece in there that I will show you. I used another little journal tag to use at the top, so it's kind of, if you see me do a lot of this, the idea for me was doing like a clipboard, so that she has more room here. And then on the back, I left this one solid so that she can put a picture in here. A little one of the banner tags with some extra paper and some craft paper here. So getting to this little pocket here, I do have a piece up in here. If I can pull it out, if it's not sticking, fingers crossed. And I had a little bit of paper left, so I put a little tag here with craft paper. And again, if you're wondering why I didn't use twine, ribbon, or yarn, is because it'll be too much, too thick, and then her putting it up on a shelf, pulling them out, pulling them out, pulling them out. It's just too much. And these, close the door. These extra pieces are optional for her anyway. I didn't put anything on the back, but I do have some little bitty clips here that were custom made. Now she has the choice to put this in here. There's also another spot that I will show you. There's extra pockets in each month. If you get over to the next page, I have another, let's see if I get it right, pine cone here with some little beads, some tags, and some pine needles. Then I have this ribbon here. This is, and I think I sold quite a bit of that. If I haven't, I will be. So this is my yardstick ribbon. Or like soft, right? Not ribbon, ruler. Duh, what the heck? So I already have used it. I have this for like a belly band photo holder or whatever she likes to put in here. And then I have a chipboard piece with a little bird, the chrysanthemum, a moth here, matted on black and then matted on craft paper. I used the little Tim Holtz clip over here to the side, but look how pretty the paper is once again with the coordinating paper here. She can use this however she would like. I'm going to clip this off to the side here. I'm trying to make sure I'm right on it. So when you, I did it wrong. When you flip it, you get the month of the banner of the calendar month, which is November. And then I have the postage stamps down here at the bottom. She can write however she like. I'm also going to be sending her some white gel pens. On the inside is a really deep pocket. And again, I have pine cones. This one's more of a copper. It's actually like a little bit of a leather. And it's got some red beads, some pine needles, of course, and some little tags here. And then it has another, this is one of the purchased journal tags that I have, or journal cards that I purchased separately. I got 2 for each month, so I got 24 in a pack. And then again, I have some coordinating paper here, and the pocket's quite big. Again, I can use both my hands in them. The way I did the little ticket tags down here, I used the foam tape, double-sided foam tape, and I put it just about this far down so that when I flip this back over, that I can slide this down in here. And then we're going to go to the last page for November. We're working on the last month, getting there. Anyway, so you have this, and I have a pocket up here. It is optional on all the albums to either use that one or on that one. And then, of course, it has a journaling piece with matching coordinating paper here. And then the little birdies and the berries and another little bird here. And then I matted it again with a little bit of black to give more stability. And then here's another 4 by 12 that was scored in the middle, burnished to where it goes flat. And then I took a little paper embellishment here. It says autumn is the second spring of every leaf and flower. And then it's empty on the inside. And then I took one of the postage stamps that I had left over, and then I matted it and then put it just in the corner. So I have another picture page, clear sleeve here, and then we're going to go on over here to December. December is a beautiful month. I actually like January better because December is more of the traditional colors, and I'm not typically traditional. If you saw every year that I do my trees different. I have to come up with something different this year because I already did the beach thing, or maybe I'll come up with a different way to do the beach thing. You can go back to that. I actually shared a lot of that in December. But if you see this, this is like the calendar journal piece where it goes Sunday to Saturday, and it's got poinsettias, and then I believe those are sparrows, but I'm probably wrong again. But I have a little extra piece here. Each one of them are slightly different on each one, and of course I have hot off the press stickers that have the lace look off to the side. This is just a 4x12 that has been scored in the middle, and it's just blank for her just to have for a reference. And then of course I added some stickers to each one of the pages so that it gave a little touch for me and my mom for different memories. And then this is really pretty. You got 3 different layers of the flower. This is felt, this is an acetate, and this is a metallic with a gem, and then this is almost like liquid pearls, and they are pop dotted in between. So that is the front of the first page of December. If you flip over the first page of December, you're going to get the same basic design that I have for everything, and you're going to see them all a little different. But again, I have the extra journal cards that I bought separately that each month has 2. And on the front of it, I have a journal piece here that's matted in red to coordinate along with some black. This is another sizable pocket. This, I don't think that one's not a pocket. I thought I had pockets there. I have pockets like hidden that even I forget. On the inside here, I have a spot where I use 2x2 squares, cut them diagonally. I used a 5x7 piece of craft paper for an estimate for my mom. She can use it or she doesn't have to. I believe it'll do a 5.5 by 7.5. It may do 6x8 if you want to push it. But the paper in the back obviously says the 25th of December, mistletoe, poinsettia. It's got like the berries. Got like holly berries, and then 'tis the season. Up at the top here to the left, I have a journal tag that's a chipboard. I matted it with black and glossy accents corners. So again, guys, if you notice, I did not use ribbon or even brads because I could not add to the thickness any more than I have. This is why the fillers are fillers, and if she takes them out, it'll be thinner, because once she starts putting in her designs and her patterns and her finished pictures, and because she's like doodles and puts her stuff down. Ever since I can remember, she's done that. So I don't want to overpower it, and she can take that out in the book, as the journal books will be half the thickness as they are right now. So those are her choice. As I finish each one of them, I am using the mix by Honey Swap. Belly bands, this one will actually, each one of them will actually be covered by a belly band if you saw them in the front. The belly bands will go in this direction, but as I'm covering them and wrapping them and I'm putting the number on, I'm putting the belly band to help hold it in place for her. So this one's sparkly. I use the gold and the black. Normally I don't use belly bands, but because she can make them in a heartbeat. But you know, hey, I did it for her, so one last thing she has to do. So now that we're done with the front and inside of the first page, we're going to flip over the first page over to the inside, and the first thing you're going to see is that beautiful poinsettia flower again with the 3 different layers. And then you're going to see that I have the border up here, one of the several borders that it comes with. It says boughs of holly, 'tis the season to be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. And then of course I have wishing you tag here, or ticket tag, and I cut the ticket areas off. I matted it with the craft paper and then the coordinating red, and then glued it at the top. And again, I do this weirdly, I don't know why. I mean, I know I do it, but I have this thing where in this thing I kind of like the clipboard effect, because she can, you know, kind of stick things up there, and it's kind of cool. I mean, I could have put the little dots in it and all the brads and other stuff, and then I just decorated the bottom. This is just a basic 4x6 piece of paper of the black. And then the journal card here was the one that I got on the paper pack, and all I did here was I matted it on the coordinating paper. Between the cards and the journal cards, the purchase journal cards and the journal cards that came on the paper, because there's only one that came on it. One has curved corners and a little smaller, one's a little bigger. So if you go over to this side here, we're going to go to the last page, and if you notice here, it's actually out right now, but if you look, and I showed you in November, you can see where I used the ticket tag here. I matted it in black, and then again I used the foam double-sided tape, and you can see once again here is another one of those beautiful flowers, but a little bit different colors. It's very pretty. I just love these. My mom's gonna love those. And then if you go and you look, I have just an extra piece of paper in here just to do a little filler, and I have the beautiful lace here. I also use this one on Octobers. And then of course you can see that beautiful paper here that is used as a belly ribbon, that laces. And then up at the top, you're going to see a chipboard tag here that, you know, has poinsettias on it and the holly berries. And then it's matted in the craft paper and in the red. When you flip it open, you can see that you got the calendar month label here at the top of December, and then at the bottom here you can see that I have the stamps. And then you can see the inside where I do have another one of those beautiful stickers that are three-dimensional, 3 layers and pop dotted. And then you can see the left of the paper here that I had from that full sheet, and then another chipboard tag. It says for you, and then she has a place to journal, and it's again used as a photo corner, something to hide in papers and such. So it's matted in red and in craft paper. And if you guys have been paying attention, or if you've seen all of them, and if you haven't, please go back and look. These are the big pocket ones that I did. So it's got a very deep double-sided pocket. When I say double-sided, you can stick a whole lot down in here. You can see how high I do this. My husband just got home, so the dogs are excited. So here is the additional, and the last that I can show you of the additional journal cards that I purchased. Again, if it was the paper that came with it, they're famous for having the words all over the back. This one is purchased in addition. And again, if you look, and I'm going to pop it right through to where you can see where the double-sided face tape actually will hold that down. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the clip on from Tim Holtz. Actually, I'm going to wait because it's going to go on a different way, so you're going to see that. So on the back page, you're going to see that it does have a journal spot here that's matted in the red and in the black for additional color coordinating to pop the colors, as well as to support the papers that are above for thickness, and so that she can put a bunch of layers in there. And then this, of course, is just a 4x6, and I love this one because she can, you know, it's 31 days of December. It's really pretty. Of course, you would think that December 25th would be highlighted. But I double matted that with the coordinating colors of black and red because of the border that's already on. The paper embellishment is already green. And then again, I took multi-layers at the bottom here of a leftover border and made it to where you can put things in the center. And then again, I have another piece in the back where she can add some additional stuff there. Last but not really least, to do with the pages, I do have a little journal like paper in here that she can use. Again, it's just for her to see that the pocket, or she can just use these particular ones. The only gift is proportion of thyself. It's just simply matted in craft paper. I took the little piece here. I believe it's an inch. Let me double check. No, it's 3. Yeah, it's an inch. I used my inch punch, and then I did a craft paper one in the back. And then, of course, I used the last ticket tag. And then it's just here for her to just be able to pull it out fairly easy. Let me put that back, and now I can put the Tim Holtz clip back, because I'm going to do the pictures immediately and then post this tomorrow. So I'm doing today's night early, so I can get these out in the mail. And then, of course, I have another photo sleeve here where she can put whatever she'd like to put in it. They are clear. And, of course, I have another Teresa Collins gold matte pop dotted words, and of course everything's right at Christmas. So I was very careful on the words that I chose for each one. And at the top here you can obviously see the inside of the or the book corners. So you can see that I used the last of the journal pieces to deck the halls, and I got a little bit of glossy there. But it's matted in the craft and in the red coordinating paper, and all I did was glue up here. And again, I used for stuff like this going on to this, not just, this is all tape. But for stuff like this, I did use glossy accent so that it would bond more with the fibers. And then, of course, the final part, let me put this up, this is sticking, okay. Make sure that this is all in. The final part is the back page, which is December. And it came out beautiful. I do hope you like it. It is basically the same as the front. It does have the coordinating paper. The lettering was all used from my brother's Scan and Cut. And then of course I used the glossy accents on the front and the back with the sponging technique with the paper bag or plastic bag so that it would hide all my fingerprints of glue. So I do hope you like it. This is the last one and the last one for the month of August. So stay tuned. It's going to be a surprise on what September is. Bye guys.